A newborn baby, barely hours old, was found discarded in a dumpster behind a gas station in Whitehaven, Tennessee. A discovery so horrific that even seasoned investigators were shaken. Police quickly identified James Boothe as the man responsible for the unthinkable act. But why did he do it? Was it a moment of panic, recklessness, or something far more disturbing? As authorities piece together the tragic events of that night, one question remains. Could this baby's life have been saved? At approximately 6 a.m. on January 29, 2025, the Memphis Police Department received a chilling 911 call from a concerned citizen behind a Shell gas station at 1312 East Shelby Drive. The caller had made a shocking discovery, a tiny, motionless baby inside a dumpster. First responders rushed to the scene, hoping they weren't too late. The newborn was immediately transported to a nearby hospital, but despite their efforts, the baby was pronounced dead on arrival. The gruesome discovery immediately launched a full-scale homicide investigation. Detectives began piecing together what had happened in the hours leading up to the baby's death, and within a short time, their focus turned to one man, James Boothe. Please subscribe to our channel and make comments about what you think of our videos. Authorities identified James Boothe as the primary suspect after reviewing surveillance footage from the gas station and interviewing witnesses. The evidence painted a disturbing picture. A woman, whose identity has not been released, unexpectedly gave birth while being driven to the hospital. Instead of ensuring that the newborn received proper medical attention, Boothe allegedly took the baby and placed it inside the dumpster. He then left the scene, making no effort to call for help or alert authorities. The shocking revelation left investigators and the public horrified. Why would someone throw away a helpless infant? Was it panic, indifference, or something worse? One of the most heartbreaking aspects of this case is that Tennessee has safe haven laws designed specifically to prevent tragedies like this. Under these laws, parents who feel unable to care for a newborn can legally surrender their baby at designated safe haven locations, such as hospitals, police stations, and fire departments, without facing criminal charges. If Boothe and the mother had taken the baby to a safe haven location instead of dumping it, this story might have had a completely different ending. Instead, a tiny life was cut short, and now, Boothe faces serious legal consequences. With strong evidence against him, police quickly arrested James Boothe and charged him in connection with the baby's death. While specific details about his charges are still emerging, he is likely to face serious felony counts, including abuse of a corpse for disposing of the baby in a dumpster, child neglect resulting in death, if investigators determine that the baby could have survived with medical care, possible homicide charges, if evidence suggests the baby was alive when abandoned. Please subscribe to our channel and make comments about what you think of our videos. As authorities await autopsy results, one key question remains. Was the baby still alive when Boothe placed it in the dumpster? The answer to that question could determine the severity of his punishment. The case has left Memphis residents heartbroken and outraged.
Did you recognize him right away?
Oh, yes. Yes, I did. Even without a hat on. And he had on his uniform.
Many are struggling to understand how something so tragic could happen. There are so many other options, said one local mother, who was visibly emotional when speaking to reporters. There are places where babies can be safely surrendered, no questions asked. Why throw a baby away like garbage? Community leaders and child welfare advocates have renewed calls for more awareness about safe haven laws. The tragedy has sparked discussions about the need for better education and resources to prevent similar cases in the future. As Boothe remains in police custody, authorities are building their case against him. The autopsy results will be critical in determining whether he will face murder or manslaughter charges. If convicted, he could spend the rest of his life in prison. Meanwhile, the public is left grappling with the sheer horror of the crime. A helpless newborn was discarded like trash, and nothing can bring that child back. But the case serves as a painful reminder. Every child, no matter how small, deserves love, care, and protection. And that one reckless decision can lead to consequences that last a lifetime. Please subscribe to our channel and make comments about what you think of our videos.